Conala, a Croke Park, Hocker board the Cumhaill, Kilcar Achanta Sahort, Storin Donegal, a one Coron and Dr. Logan, the Leakage Krigas at all. Why an orange and head orange shinshir Conala, a Jimmer a Croke Park. Is our broad Stunia, West Cork Biani Smullia, Golan for just more than a hymnation tackle here at Liege, August of the Josh Stunia, and we has the Horanuru. Today, we honour the first Donegal senior football team to play in Croke Park. The year was 1952, the day was April the 6th. The occasion, the National Football League semi-final, the opponents were Cork. We welcome and honour the men who represented Donegal that day, along with those others who participated in the 1951-52 league campaign. We're Shilacharger, Curraghy Filterev, the 52 team. Donegal played 8 games in that campaign. They beat Armagh in the Dr. Lagan Cup final replay. They beat Sligo in the National Football League quarter-final. They lost to Cork and Croke Park by 3 to 7 points, despite a great second-half display. And now, Charlie Collins will introduce the 52 panel.
And the county board have organised this great event. To introduce you to that team that played in Croke Park in April 1952, the team captain and centre half-back, a man well known to you all, from the Aru Club in Ballyshannon, who later went on, of course, not only to play many great games for Donegal, but also as an administrator and a selector. The team captain was Jim Gallagher of Ballyshannon. The goalkeeper from St. Eunan's, Con Halpin. Right cornerback, and the reports of the day said this man showed tremendous character throughout the hour in Croke Park. The man of the match from Donegal town, Packie Brogan. A fullback, another Letterkenny man, a famous family in Letterkenny, from the Dawson family, Pierce Dawson. Completing the full back line, unfortunately, no longer with us, but his name and his memory will live long in all GA followers in Donegal. Represented by his wife today, his wife Breed. Left cornerback was the great Bernard Barney Coyle. At right half-back, a man who needs no introduction here today, a tremendous footballer, a tough footballer. At number 5, Hughie Tim Boyle from Gweedore. Completing an outstanding half-back line with Hughie Tim and Jim Gallagher was a stylish Letterkenny man, a man who produced some great performances for St. Eunan's and for Donegal, as fit-looking today as ever, Letterkenny's Tanner McGeehan. Donegal had a great midfield, made up of 2 tremendous footballers. Number 8, famous for his fielding, and particularly his blocking. A great fielder, Mickey Rua Gallagher from Gweedore. Another man who needs little introduction, Kilcar and Killybegs at that particular time, but from Kilcar, and you'll spot him as soon as he steps forward, Big Frank O'Donnell. looking as fit as ever. Our draw, of course, were represented brilliantly last year in the All-Ireland by Anthony Malloy and Martin Gavigan. Back in 1952, they were well represented. One of our draws, all-time greats, a great half-forward, Frankie Brennan. On the 40, the late Conall Macaulay was an outstanding footballer with Killybegs and Donegal. Conall is represented today by his brother, Father Gus Macaulay, the PP in Ballantrae. Completing the half-forward line, I have to be careful what I say here. Suffice to say, if I had a pound for everyone who said to me in the last 40 years, I don't know you, but I know your father very well. Left half-forward, Charlie Collins. Top of the right and top scorer, another Gweedore man, brother of Barney, father of Meath, Colin Coyle, a great Donegal footballer, now resident in Meath, Paddy Coyle. At full forward, a Sligo-born man, but a great Donegal footballer of the time, unfortunately, on holidays in the Canaries. But Tom Wickham is represented by his son Paul today. And completing the starting 15, another Killybegs player, a great corner forward, a lively corner forward, Sean McGettrick. Coming on as a substitute that day was another Gweedore man. We're delighted to welcome Anton Rogers. The other subs who are present here today, from Ballyshannon, now living in Portnew, Eddie John McGonigal. Also a sub that day, Andy Carr from Kilcar, now in New York, but represented by his brother Plunkett. Another sub, well known of course as father of Declan Bonner and Sean Bonner, Dan Bonner. And another sub in Croke Park from the Four Masters Club in Donegal town, Jack McMullen. Represented by his son Michael, Hugh Donegal of Gweedore was another sub in Croke Park. One other player who would have been in Croke Park, but for circumstances, was Dermot Moriarty of Ballyshannon, top scorer in the Wagon Cup campaign, but out after dislocating his shoulder, I should say, in the Wagon Cup final. Others who featured in that very successful campaign, which Paul mentioned in, were Vincent Sweeney of Glenties, goalkeeper for the first two matches. The goalkeeper against Derry that particular year, but now living, now living in the United States, but represented by his sister Mary, John Kilday. Paddy Neil Gallagher from Dunloe was the sub during that campaign, and he is represented by his sister Breach. The late Michael Carr of Gweedore, another player who played in the campaign, is represented by his brother Paddy. Danny McGill of Ardra also played in the 1952 campaign. Brother of Paddy, we're delighted to welcome him here today. Another man who needs little introduction, a famous man in GA football in Donegal, from the St. Eunan's Club, father of Paul and Leslie, both former county players, a former county great, James McGilligan from Letterkenny. And also here, Pól Bonner of Glenties, who played during the 1952 campaign as well. the team, the first senior team to represent Donegal and Croke Park, the 1952 Lagan Cup winners, and the side who played in the National League semi-final. Show them your appreciation.
Líchas críomh sin seo Sunday idir na Killybegs agus Kilcar. Tá súla dom go mé sáirthlíthe agus go maithníonn sibh sums as. On behalf of the County Board, I extend a sincere welcome to everyone here today for the county final of the Senior Football Championship between Killybegs and Kilcar. It promises to be a great game, and I'm sure you will